Cool.
Okay, let's all stab the fiendish fly.
Yes.
No contest.
Good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good. Well, that was easy. Thank God.
I'm gone.
I'm God.
I'm God.
Ugh.
Oh. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Butter.
We need the butter.
Alright, now
We
the
did
Blackwing.
it. Yes, Blackwing.
Let's take a look at Blackwing.
Something here.
Great Library Tenant Breeze has been ravaged and wrecked in the most barbaric way. It seems that someone took perverse pleasure in smashing lamps and furniture and tearing pages out of books.
Abracandaloo demons. Hey.
Those are always nice. The Turrenda of the Guardian of Tenebris. Oh, rip-a-doodle-doo. Oh, no.
Oh, hey, that's that guy.
Alchemical substance. Yeah. A stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you. His armor is spattered with blood. He uses a deep, booming voice.
They burn well enough, don't they? Cursed traitors, Arilu's minions. These vermin infiltrated the Crusader forces and aided the demons from inside the city. But I caught them. I am Captain Caleb Sezamal, and these men are my subordinates.
Well,
Chill is talking too loudly, all while casting sidelong looks at you, using similar behavior before in liars.
examine his armor. She has a fair chance at it. It's like yeah, she has eight or higher.
You notice
You
the
notice
symbols on the armor of the two silent crusaders belong to the Order of the Flaming Lance, but Shallow's armor bears to show the Order of Sunrise Swords. Stranger then, and he introduced himself as their captain. Something's not right here. Chaotic.
requires tricks to give in to the strange
Put out those
instincts.
flames! I order you in the name of Baphomet.
Give in to the strange instinct. What?
I kind of want to do it.
That's very strange. Yeah, all right. Oh.
Sometimes technology needs to be said in this moment. The world hits their target. The Crusaders jump in surprise and look at each other in terror. Sir, we didn't know you were one of us.
You heard him put the flames out.
They're trying to fight the flames, showing no concern for their own safety.
You cack-handed dimwits! You empty suits of armor! What is this? They're strange. Their armor becomes covered in soot and welts rise on their skin from the flames. Succumbing to another strange oratorical impulse, you chibi them, along with barked orders from florid invective.
Quickly, if you don't keep dawdling, I'll throw you into the furnace of the Great Garrison!
He grunts with terror and desperately fights the flames. Every so often, he sends murderous looks at his associates, whom he has clearly already condemned to death.
Whomever doesn't pull his weight is a dead man. I'll take the others too into Baphomet's forces. kicking the supporters hard though. This is really effective.
Oh my god. Let's see here. Are you? Let me see
Listen
here.
to your gut.
Listen to your gut.
Stop wasting valuable fuel. If you like burning books, go rape the Drake Garrison Library. Our enemies might try to sneak in there. Step to it.
There's plenty more where that came from, sir. I'll do everything you've ordered, and just as soon as those Crusaders arrive, they'll be dead meat. I'll go make sure we get another 2 barrels of alchemist fire from the Grey Garrison storeroom. Things are going to burn right up in there. 69 experience, nice. What just happened? Oh, hey, it's him.
Before he looks extremely strange. His face was used heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning gray hair, a ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, pale papery skin, covered in age spots, a spine curved in the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces the faces of elves, even in their deathbed, is totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. That is an elf with a beard. I guess the worst can be found even among the best.
Wow.
I am Storyteller, and I wish to thank my rescuers. This is you, if I'm not mistaken. How come you didn't burn in the fire? To tell the truth, I myself do not know. I felt the heat. It was so strong. I waited for the pain, the burning, but I was unscathed. The smoke nearly did finish me off. It may be some form of magical protection against fire, but I don't know. By what means I may have acquired it, it's just another oddity from my collection of the inexplicable. Who are you?
Oh, is he? He might be an oracle.
I prefer people call me Storyteller. It does actually describe the sphere of my occupation and interests. In most of the places I've been, I am known by that name. When I was little, my mother and father used to tell me stories, but I have no one to tell me stories now. Sometimes Grandma does in my dreams, but I always forget them in the morning. Can you tell me a story? For you, I may have a story to tell, but perhaps it is you who it is you who has a story for me.
I'd
I
like to
want
talk to you
you
about
with
something.
In thanks for my rescue, I, of course, will render you the service in return, whatever it may be. However, at this moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly. I'd be grateful if you could help me to a safe shelter somewhere. I'm taking you to Defender's Heart. Please accept my sincere thanks once again, and if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your young legs. No, I want to look around just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's there's stuff kind of everywhere.
That was so fucking funny. I think I like the trickster path.
I'm astonished. I don't understand.
Without a shadow of a doubt, including nothing in return of life and feet of Alexander Tresbot.
Uh-huh. Oh, hello.
Told our masterwork heavy mace.
Is that full plate?
Oh, baby!
Well, we're taking that.
Potion of Blur, Alchemist's Fire, Moderate, and a Masterwork,
And a Masterwork heavy crossbow. What about the other people?
Hey, Sela.
Reason to pause.
Hey, there she goes. She looks like she does on the fucking on her actual pictures. All right. What else we got here? Hold on. Yeah, do they have more? Is there more on the corpses?
No, they're just info.
Oh, okay.
Scroll, stunning barrier. Yeah, see, they're just info.
I see.
I found something.
Oh no. The bookcase is full of texts describing demons and methods of fighting them. Regrettably, all this knowledge wasn't enough to save Kennebrese from the spawn of the Abyss. Oh, there's an Arcana 24 as well over there. How to make money during a war against demons. What about that bag on the ground?
That's the half plate I dropped.
Oh, okay.
I did it!
Some monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library, splitting the ruins in two and leaving an enormous black scar. It is possible that Discari himself was the one to destroy the building with his terrifying scythe, Rift Carver. Nice.
Alright, let's go to Defender's Heart. I can't believe that trickster route works.
I still don't understand like how we haven't chosen a mythic path at all, or have we?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Ugh.
So we have to talk to Forn and the storyteller.
So Forn's in the back. Remember, he was the guy that was in back of the kitchen. There he is, Forn Autumn Haze.
Ah. This might end up being a bad idea.
Yeah.
I met Kaylessa. Should I really be doing this?
Well, you might find out that he's not all he seems to be.
Under what
Under what
circumstances?
circumstances? I hope he sees
Are
the
you
opportunity.
certain of
to
your
kill her.
allegations?
She claims she doesn't serve the demons, or are you certain of your allegations? I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty.
She claims she doesn't serve the demons.
Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest and most egregious of lies. Whose words do you trust? Hers or mine?
Well, I let her go.
Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls on my shoulders.
One sec.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I have to go.
Oh, I thought you meant in the real life.
No.
Alright, so where's Storyteller? There's Ember. There he
There
is.
he is.
Is that
Wow.
you, my savior? Whoa. Is that you, my savior? I recognized your footsteps. Determined footsteps befitting a determined person. Why did the queen spare his life? I'm just reading that over there. She should have strung him up as a warning to all cultists. That she should have, sir. Leave my boy Staunton alone. Allow me to thank you again for saving me. Please accept this humble gift as a token of my appreciation. A small black ring with 2 scarlet runes on it. Okay. Irabeth has explained why you were looking for me. I warned the authorities of Kinnabreeze that the local wardstone had been desecrated. They waved off my warning and paid for their inaction. I have examined many wardstones, but only the one guarding Kinnabreeze that I sense a flaw, a spot of corruption inside, a vulnerability the demons will surely use. They are able to spread the blight inside the wardstone, corrupt it, and make it their weapon. It frightens me to think of what it will be capable of. The wardstone must be destroyed.
Why do they let you examine the wardstone?
I am Storyteller. I'm the Storyteller, just an old elf, and a bit more.
I'm old, even for an elf. I've seen many things and have been to many places. Not long ago, I witnessed the making of a young kingdom in the Stolen Lands, led by a remarkable and promising individual.
No, you didn't. We're working on that.
We're still doing that. Shut up. My advice on the complicated matter of conquering those lands proved useful to that leader. This is not uncommon for me. Some seek my advice or services, and I don't refuse. This is how I acquired my reputation as an old vagrant who's never hurt anyone, stayed out of other squabbles, but sometimes gave good advice. I have a few friends in Nerosian who vouched for my integrity. This is why my humble request to be allowed to see the Wardstones was granted. I visited all of them, but only found cause for. I can't. Oh yeah, alarm for
in
Inkinabreeze.
Kennebrys.
Yeah, sorry. My mouse was covering it. I was like, move your mouse.
What blight is concealed in the Wardstone?
I'm afraid I don't have the answer to your question. To understand the nature of this blight, we need to understand how the Wardstone was created, and it is hidden to me. I can only guess. Have you heard of the Red Morning Massacre? A dreadful morning remembered but with fears even by those not yet born at the time. A demoness called Minago invaded the city with a crowd of her followers and started to do what demons do best, kill and desecrate. They say that they covered the Wardstone with pieces of dead bodies, splashed it with blood from top to bottom. Could such an abomination darken the radiance of the gift of Iambade herself? The locals think it's impossible, but who knows?
Oh, we've met Minaga.
Yeah, and also that's supposed to have happened in Nerosian. It was not the last attack. I think it was supposed to happen in Nerosian. It might have been in Kennebreze. I don't think it was. It was not the last attack. Many demon leaders brought their unholy forces here, even the terrifying Koramzadeh. Their attacks were rebuffed, but they still reached their target. I think this is when the seed of corruption was planted in the stone. It wouldn't have grown on its own, but Daskari himself has now come to take advantage of this weakness, to open the abscess which has been festering for years, unnoticed by the people of Kennebreze. And when the demon lord struck the blow, the weakened stone gave in. Now it's in demon hands, and nothing is stopping them from spreading the blight throughout the entire stone, and from it to the other stones along the whole perimeter of the world wound.
Why did you travel to the Wardstones?
I tried to see their stories. The visions I had when I touched the Wardstones were unclear. I saw hundreds, maybe thousands of different stories at the same time. They followed each other like flashes of lightning. It was impossible to separate them. I couldn't understand where one of them ended and the next one began.
Okay, I don't need to know about his special instinct.
Yeah,
Or maybe I should.
let's listen to it. Yes, to a certain extent, but it's more of a gift. I can see the past, stories that have happened. I touch an object, and shreds of its owner's memories are revealed to my mind. Their emotions, passions, and tragedies. I see visions like I am them, and their stories happen to me. This is my power. I've been roaming the world gathering such stories for many thousands of years. One day I will gather them all. Hey, that's kind of like your thing with your, you picked up the sword and you went cuckoo crazy. In that case, you must make every possible effort to destroy the corruption. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get an instrument powerful enough to banish it from the Wardstone. As far as I know, there is nothing like it in Kennebreze, but the demons might have something. I heard the dying roar of Terendelev, the Silver Dragon, the protector of the city. At the same time, I felt a wave of unfamiliar power sweep over me from head to toe. I would advise you to go to where Terendelev perished and search there for something. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but intuition and a strange sense of rightness tell me to point you there.
Huh. Okay.
I found a page that might interest you. Yeah, the elven stuff. Young, energetic, able to see. Oh, gods! Have I found the key to my past? Finally, I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. Wrinkles on his face soften. Thank you, and please follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. They are leaving. The people of Keonan they are leaving. The people of Keonan faced the coming of Earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling this disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them hurried to the gate to Sovirian, looking around fearfully. A clean, safe world is waiting for them there. Many decided not to fight for Galarian. I am ashamed, and I am sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of catastrophe, but my will is strong. I am staying. My kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them cowards, traitors to their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with a tree bark cover. In case you change your mind. With a heavy sigh, he returns to the line of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. I watch the gate of the Severian stone close, separating me from them. It's time for me to go too. I open my master's notebook. Those are his notes about traveling between worlds, in case you change your mind. He hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Sovirian. That will never happen. My mouth sets stubbornly. I tear my master's notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come.
What is a Severian stone?
A magnificent crystal bent into an arch by the mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. Yeah, the elves have a Stargate.
Why are you angry at your fellow elves?
I spent many hundreds of years in Keonan. I have always admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest that was our home, but the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love Galarian. All its places, all the forms it manifests in. I traveled widely, and then came home and told my kinsfolk about my travels. But they weren't interested. They only cared about Keonan. Their lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry.
Why did the elves decide to flee?
They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall.
What happened next?
Earthfall happened at night. I am standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Keonan. I see a blaze far in the south. I hear a horrendous rumble. The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock, rushing down on my world. And then, a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Galarian and up to the vaults of the sky. Crunching bones, blood from burst vessels filling my eyes with darkness. Drowning in timelessness along with countless denizens of Galarian. Never before have we been so united in our feelings. When I came round, the darkness remains. My first terrible thought, I'm blind. But no, little by little I began to see the stone wall. I am alive. But why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled the air with incinerated particles of what was recently the continent of Aslant. Great clouds of ash covered the sky, cutting us off from the sun and the moon, dooming us to dusk at day and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clenched my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall, proudly like the last Archmage of Keonan would, should. Will my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive and I can fight Earthfall and the darkness, not run from it in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save the empires from their destruction. What can I do? I am but one Archmage, powerful and weak at the same time.
What is Earthfall?
A disaster of untold proportions, an unborn planet dropped on Galarian by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Aslant is destroyed within moments, turned to ashes, wiped off the face of Galarian. In this burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren, dark creatures crawl out of their layers to rule, and the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies in the heart. This is the age of darkness.
What was that tower you mentioned?
It is my retreat to the north of Keonan, my home away from home, my observatory. From its top I watch the stars, and when they were correctly aligned, the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wastelands I found the highest mountain and built a tower on top of it. On clear days I could see the mist over the lake of mists and veils to the east. That's how high I was.
It's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
What are you gonna do next?
I don't know. I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. It's merciless. It does not simply destroy life, it kills an era, ending the greatest of greatness of Galarian civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. The story was much harder than many before it, most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself feel the emotions tearing me up inside, those that I felt a long time ago, and I then do not remember them. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. Please, if you find other pages covered with ancient elven writing in your travels, bring them to me. I might be able to shed some light on my past, and we will find out how my story ended, and perhaps even why I forgot it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me.
Can I help you?
I appreciate the offer. The manuscripts. Yeah, okay. So for personal reasons, I would like. Yeah, that's he's just telling you about the same writing he found.
Okay.
Why is it important to cleanse the wardstone?
Okay, I have a job.
Yeah. I wish you interesting adventures.
So let's see. What do we gotta do? Okay. Well, we could scout Estrad.
Yeah, I mean seems reasonable.
Ugh.
Follow my steps.
Tower of Estrad is to the south.
I know, I was looking around for something.
What you looking for?
What's in the market square? Oh,
Well, we
search
have
for
to find
Torrendal
where
died.
Torrendal died. What you looking for?
Where that?
I like that it's actually a map. There's just a big book on the side.
I guess we can go look for where Torrendal died. Or no, let's do Estrad first.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can figure that. It's a good dungeon crawl.
You were spot.
Oh no!
Evade.
Okay.
It's probably more bugs.
It's a demon!
Dead duelists.
A knight and cultist died together here, piercing each other fatally with swords. Their remains are mangled, but their weapons and armor are destroyed. Something in their bags survived the conflict. I mean, you might as well grab it on the way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ugh. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Sure,
Entertain chat.
I'll do my best. So, I am in fact also running Wrath of the Righteous. We just finished book 2 the other day, out of 6. Yes, this is very different from the actual adventure path, and I think it works to some degree. Some others I'm kind of unsure why they changed some things, but for the most part it works. They sorry, my saw some dust on my computer. But yes, they've changed quite a few things. But one thing I have to say I appreciate a lot about this game, it seems that Alcat is willing and taking advantage of the fact that this game can allow for things that would be logistically impossible on actual tabletop. Like, for instance, last session, last time we played Wrath of the Righteous here on the gameplay, we did not have, we had that huge fight at the Defender's Heart with the Minotaur. And that fight would have been absolutely impossible. You couldn't do that fight on tabletop. Not without, like, 3 DMs, all rolling for separate things. You would need such a hardcore logistics strain. You would have basically needed to plan out the entire encounter beforehand about who's going to do what beforehand, so that. But then you're on super huge rails. I mean, like, then what do you do if someone who's supposed to do something isn't able to do it because of some lucky roll? Like, that person's supposed to attack that guy and then he dies, and then so he can't do anything that he was supposed to do. So what do you do?
All right, I'm back.
All that sort of stuff. Yeah, I was regaling them with the fact that it's like I was basically explaining, like, how this game lets you do things that would be logistically impossible in Pathfinder on the tabletop.
I may have to actually save here and.
You gotta head out. Okay, that's fair.
All right, I just don't know if I can stream today. Feeling a little. Ugh.
Yeah, feeling a little sick. I understand. So short one today, but that's fine. We're just going to have a. We wanted to play a little bit more, but oh wow. Oh. This is a weird place.
Yeah, but I'm gonna end it here just because I'm sick today and.
Yes, we will continue at some other time when you're feeling better.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Thank you for anybody who watched. Goodbye.